Okay, sure, I was wanting to talk about this movie. Thanksgiving. It was kind of underwhelming. Reason I say that is because the beginning was good. It started off pretty good. And then the killer, well, like I was saying in the trailer, he was going around killing people because of the massacre that happened in the beginning. That was all good and great. Like, fine. And some of the kills in it were pretty good. And I'm just going to be honest, the turkey killing one, that one was crazy. And a little disturbing. But if you haven't seen it, just trust me on this. It was something else. And some of them, those of the people that he's taken out, they were actually good. I was joking about the trampoline one, but it happened in the movie, and I was surprised, very surprised that happened. It happened just like how I called it. But anyway, some of the ways he'd taken some people out weren't as good. Like the blue jock. That one was just anticlimactic and just not good. But anyway, that aside, now, to have an effective killer, you have to have a good reason, or at least something good behind the fact of what he's doing and why he's doing it. Personally, I thought that his reasoning was weak. It wasn't good. It could have been better. Now, for those of you that don't know, the reason why is because, well, he was in an affair with a married woman, and she died, and he was mad about it. And he said, you all took something from me, so I want to take something from you. It's just, it was, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of stupid in a way. I mean, some people will be like, oh, no, that's a good reason. Well, no, it wasn't. I mean, to me, the cop, he should have at least went insane because of the massacre. If nobody cared, why should he care? Why should he take account of everyone else when they were just doing everything willy-nilly on that Black Friday sale? You know, or at least something like Maniac Cop, or something like that. But yeah, but I will say this. There was a movie that I thought would have had a better premise. This movie was better. Slotherhouse. S-L-O. Slotherhouse. That was a joke. I can see how to spell it, but still. This movie was better. The killer in this movie was more effective than that guy in Thanksgiving. Lord. Now, this sloth is the killer. Like it's that Slotherhouse. It's insane. And it's hilarious. This little puppet here is the killer of the whole movie. And it's awesome, actually. It is just hilarious in it. And this little guy, it opens up with him just walking on a tree, minding his own business. All of a sudden, a gator pops up and takes him and puts him in the water. And you just see there's blood forming. Well, all of a sudden, you see him crawl out, of the water, just being like, oh, man. And then all of a sudden, he gets shoveled at dart, and he gets poached. And then it shows the gator, and the gator was dead. Like, it killed the gator. And the whole... Hey... Not only that, but in the movie, this little sloth becomes a mascot for a sorority house. And... oh, yeah, the sloth was bought, or, or was going to be bought by a animal poacher, and she didn't know he was an animal poacher, but ends up he was, and the sloth killed him, and she took him from the house and went to the sorority house. That's how she got it. And what ends up happening is this sloth right here. This little guy starts killing people, taking them out, and making an Instagram post about it, and posting it. What? How? That thing knows how to post stuff on Instagram? It knows how to make an account and get on the computer and read? That's crazy. Oh, and also, by the way, one of his victims was at a hospital. It drove there. It drove to the hospital to try and get the person. And this thing would not die. I mean, at the end of the movie, eventually all the killers die. Eventually. But this thing would not die. It was like Michael Myers and Jason fused into one, but a sloth. One of the characters makes a comment saying it's a cute Chucky. No! This thing is worse than Chucky. It just doesn't have the jokes that Chucky would make. It is, like I was saying, it's more like Michael Myers and Jason, just as a little sloth. The final showdown was really funny and interesting. But yeah, so... It turns out all this sloth wanted was to go home. And... it was just... crazy. But yeah, so in my opinion, Slotherhouse was better than Thanksgiving. I mean, it may be controversial to say, but I just found that the writing and stuff is a little bit better and a little bit different, and Thanksgiving just fell flat a little bit. But anyway, what do you guys think?